Welcome back to tutorial 2 of IQ Option Trading Bot series. In tutorial 1, we built a working trading bot that could place trade automatically. However, that bot had one major problem. It would trade unlimited times and could potentially lose our entire capital in one single bad trading session. It had no risk control whatsoever. Today in tutorial 2, we are going to fix that by adding a professional risk management features. These features will protect our capital and turn our simple bot into a professional trading system. So let's get started. This is what we are going to implement in this tutorial 2. Okay, so this risk manager features is going to be responsible for these things. So daily profit target stops when we have made our goal for the day. So if our profit target is reached, the bot stops by itself. It does the same thing when our loss limit is reached. For example, if our loss limit is $50, and if the loss exceeds or is equal to minus $50, then the bot automatically shuts down. Okay, max daily trades. You can set the maximum number of trading or bet you want to do per day. Drawdown protection is like a drawdown from your peak balance, let's say $10 or 10% or 5%. If it exceeds more than 5% or the X percentage from the peak, then bot also shut down. Okay, other thing is very important one, position sizing. This calculates trade amount based on our account balance. Okay, so it's going to calculate the percentage of the balance. So that's how the bet amount is going to be calculated. Unlike in tutorial one, where we had a fixed bet amount, right? And it tracks balance in real time, profit and monitoring in real time, consecutive loss protection. If we have like series of losses in a row, in that case, it pauses trading for certain minute, and after that certain minute it resumes trading again. Okay, so that's what we are going to do, and this is the class that we are going to write in tutorial 2. So the name is risk manager, and it accepts one parameter, and this is going to be the trading config. This is how the trading config looks now. Little different than in tutorial one. You may notice the difference here. Now we don't have a fixed bet amount, uh, unlike in tutorial one. Okay, this thing remains same. So this daily profit target, loss limit remains the same. Risk per trade, mean trade, max trade is this risk per trade. Uh, set to 2. So this is the 2% of our current capital. Okay, so the bet amount for per bet is going to be different because it's calculated based on the current capital, right? And max consecutive losses, cool off minute, and drawdown percentage, like I mentioned earlier, right? And other thing remain the same. Okay, so this risk manager init method has few attributes, and all of these are numeric attributes, as you can see, right? So all of these are int and float variables, and these will be used for real-time statistics tracking. Statistics like what's our current balance, what was the maximum balance that we reached, what's the loss amount, what's the profit amount, number of winners, number of losers, so on. Okay, and now the methods it has is check daily rollover. This function is responsible for determining if current day is new day or not. And if it's a new day, it resets statistics. Okay, this will be useful when we are doing overnight trading. Okay, another method it has is update balance, and this method is responsible for updating balance in real time. It also checks if the new balance is greater than the peak balance that we have reached, And if that's true, so this new balance is going to be the peak balance or highest balance we have reached. Can trade uh, this is important one. Why? Because this takes all the risks settings that we have, all the risk limit, okay, limit like daily profit target, loss limit, max daily trades, okay, max consecutive losses. Okay, if one of these things becomes true, that means we are done for that day, or our limit has been hit, and the bot must exit. Okay, so this is what it determines. Calculate position size is very important one because it calculates position size based on current balance. So it's responsible for like having reference or getting the latest balance and applying calculation accordingly based on risk per trade settings that we have in trading config. Okay. Record trade is responsible for updating stats in real time. Okay, as you can see, what we are doing is we are doing addition and subtraction, right? So this is responsible for tracking or updating statistics in real time as soon as trade outcome is published. Get stats is a very simple function that returns the statistics or the current session statistics as a dictionary object. Print status is responsible for printing the session overall session statistics, and this will be used, like when we are sorting down, our bot is like exiting, just to give us the glance of like what was our overall trading session. Okay. Okay, that's all we will be writing in this new tutorial. Okay, now we need to apply this in our trading bot class, right? So this thing remains same from tutorial one. We are generating signals based on last candle. This function also remains same. It's checking if the time now is the start of new candle or not. And now the actual trading bot, uh, like almost all things remain same. Only thing is now we are instantiating RiskManager, and we will be using this RiskManager update object for updating stats in real time as soon as the trade outcome is published for any trade. Okay, so Connect also largely remains the same. Only difference is we are setting the balance when we successfully connect to IQ option. Execute trade also remains the same. Only difference is now we are dynamically calculating the position size each time instead of fixed bet amount. Like in tutorial 1, now we calculate position size or bet amount on every invocation, or every time this function is called, calculates, it does these calculations. Okay, and this position size or bet amount uh, for each bet is going to be different because the balance change over time, right? This thing remains the same, and once if the trade was successfully placed, then we wait for a trade outcome. If you remember, trade outcome or result checking was a different separate function, but now it has been included in the same function. Okay, and if trade outcome is published, then we update or record that this profit, loss, or draw. We simply create one dictionary and we add this to trades. You may not see the use of this thing in this tutorial, but in tutorial 3 we will be extensively using it. And down here what we are doing is we are simply displaying the information such as what was the trade outcome. So trade outcome like this: result, win, profit or loss, the profit loss figure. Okay, now the main function, and first we connect to IQ option. If we are successfully connected, then that means we can proceed doing other things. And then we enter while loop. The very first thing it does is it checks if we can trade. So this can trade is, like I mentioned, it checks the different limits that we have set. Okay. Okay, so this is responsible for checking the limits, and if limit is reached, that means now we cannot continue trading. We can, but we don't want to do over trading or burn out more capital. So we simply want to print this message and we exit the bot. If not, that means we can continue trading. So what we do is we wait for the start of a new candle, and then we generate the signal and we place the trade. Okay, so this execute trade now does everything, including updating statistics in real time, and then we print the status. Okay, so this is going to be the each. This is how it looks. You can see, and this is displayed or printed on each trade outcome. Uh, and the purpose of this is to give us the real time statistics, what's happening. As you can see, balance was this, now change to this. Also drawdown, profit, win rate, trades today, consecutive losses. All these things are different here, right? Why? Because this dynamically updates based on the last trade result, right? And the main purpose of this is to give us the real-time updates with real-time trades. Okay, so that's all we do in the main function. Just few additions, right? But the very important additions, because earlier it was riskier, right? Once we run the bot would keep trading without stopping, right? And then in finally block, we are printing the final summary. So final summary looks like this. So this final summary is responsible for summarizing the session, overall session summary. And this is how it looks. So overall profit loss amount, right? Win rate, drawdown, starting balance, and final balance. So it displays the overall summary when the bot stops. Okay, so that's all we do, and at the bottom we are doing very simple invocations, and we are calling particular functions. So that's all we do. Now let's run the bot in real time, and let's see how our bot works, if it's going to detect stop loss, profit target, or any limit parameter or not, and upon reaching that, if bot will do as intended or not, right? So now 16 seconds remaining. Perfect, trade has been placed, right? And we can also confirm that from the console here. Trade placed, Euro USD call 70.95, and this is the dynamic bet amount calculation based on our latest capital. Now let's wait for this trade to expire. Okay, the trade is almost expiring and it's a very good win. Okay, so result win plus 60 updated in real time, right? So this becomes our the latest or peak balance, and then immediately another trade is placed, and we can see that in the platform, right? So it seems like there is going to be a series of green candles, which is exactly what this strategy is intended for, right? So let's hope for the best that there will be series of green candles. Okay, and we will reach our profit instantly and the bot will stop as intended. Okay, so this was also a winner. Now the total profit, so this is this trade profit, and this is the cumulative or average profit, right? And you can see everything is updating in real time. Another call trade is placed. So now the profit is 122, but our daily PL target is 150. Okay, so this was a loser, and now profit is down to plus 49. New put trade is placed. We were little late, right? And this is perfectly fine because there is always going to be a 1 or 2 second delay with automated trading bot. Then we can place manually in the platform. So this comes sometime comes with a benefit or advantage, sometimes comes with disadvantage. In this case it's a disadvantage, but it's a winner at the end. Okay, and the profit target, total profit reaches 110 again. New trade is placed. So the put trade has been placed. So let's wait for this trade to end. If this trade ends in profit, we will exceed the profit limit for the day or for the session, and bot must print a message saying that profit limit reached, stopping the bot, and bot should stop by displaying the overall session summary. Okay, so it's likely going to be a loser